If you want a pair of open ear earbuds, but you don't want to spend $299 on something like the Bose Ultra open earbuds, well, here's a pair that costs only $50. These are the Tozo open earrings, and not only do they have an open ear design, but they've got great battery life too. So how do they sound? Are they comfortable to wear? And should you buy them? Let's get into it. It is super windy today. My life. Now, Tozo did send me these to review, but they're not paying for or sponsoring this video, so you will, as always, get my honest opinion. Now, first, I want to go and sit down somewhere and go and talk about the case. It's a really windy day today as well, so it'll be a good test for the microphone on these to see how they're good if you want to take a phone call on these. I've also got some industrial mower out the other side trying to mow the lawn on the green I'm on. So that'll be interesting. Right, so one thing you will notice about the case is that it is really small. So it's super easy for putting in pretty much any pocket. It takes up no room at all whatsoever. So that's really cool. Some open ear earbuds can actually be pretty big. It's also got a USB-C port on the back if you want to go and charge this. Bluetooth pairing button, that's on the back of the case as well. Now, the front of the case has something unique, probably at any price point, but especially at the $50 price point. So the front has an LED display to tell you how charged the battery, not just of the case, but of the earbuds are. So when I put these earbuds back in the case, now what you can't see though, is that it's a super bright day, so you can't really see that. So I'll put some B-roll over the top so you can actually see what these look like. On a completely non-bright day, unlike today, it's actually really clear, and in anything other than direct sunlight, you're easily going to be able to see what the indicators in the battery on this is. That's really cool. I have tried some headphones or earbuds recently where they've had some sort of gimmicky kind of displays on the case. This is just really useful. It just tells you the battery display, that's it, does its job. I really like that. Now, moving on to the earbuds themselves, these are really easy to put on. So they've got a nice flexible design. So you'll see the case, or you see the earbuds here, they're super flexible. So it's really easy to just get the ball at the front here, which contains the speaker, put it in the front of your ear, and then you just hook the back of it around the back of your ear like that. Positioning is really important, and everyone's is going to be slightly different depending on the shape of the ear, but you just need to find the area that's most comfortable for you. I do have to say, out of clip-on designs, these are probably one of the easiest to put on and adjust, just because of that super flexible design. Looks wise, I would say it does look like you're wearing a pair of earrings. There's really no other way around that, but I do like the design. It's nice and flexible, super comfortable to wear. That loop design though does also make it super easy for taking in and out of the case, and they also don't get in the way if you happen to be wearing glasses like I am today. So how comfy are they? Because they're not your typical earbuds, and I would say they take a little bit of getting used to, and that's the same for any clip-on earbuds like these, because it's a different design and something that you're not used to. But these are really comfy, and once you get used to them, you really hardly know you're wearing them at all. I mean, they only weigh just over 5 grams each. They don't pinch, they don't fall out. And just to prove that these stay in your ears when you're being active, yeah, these don't come out, although I'm feeling a bit dizzy right now. You can go for a run, you can go jogging, you can do burpees and stuff. These stay in your ears really well. And no, I'm not doing burpees. Controlling these earbuds are really easy. You either do a double click, triple click, or a long press. You can also configure what those actions do in the mobile app as well. And there's also no chance of accidentally pressing the controls on these, because a single tap doesn't do anything. That's a problem I've had with other earbuds, where the back of my neck, or because it's so close to the back of your neck, it would accidentally trigger controls. So because you don't have a single tap on this, that's actually a good thing. And actually controlling this and activating it is actually really easy to do. With some earbuds, you have to be really precise with exactly where you press it on the back of the earbuds. With these, you really don't. As long as you generally just tap on the back somewhere, it just activates the controls. Moving on to connectivity and battery life, we've got Bluetooth 5.3 in these. They support AAC and SBC audio codecs, so Android and iPhone users are sorted. And there's a low latency mode in the mobile app as well, so you're sorted if you're mobile gaming too. Battery life is one of the areas where these get super impressive, because you will get 10 hours of battery life out of these on a single charge, and you'll get 40 hours if you include the case. And when you do need to charge it, you can use the USB-C port on the back. However, there is no wireless charging, but then again, I really wouldn't expect it in a pair of earbuds at this price. And with the battery life being this long, you really don't need to charge it that often. So moving on to the sound, because I can't sit there all day, the sound on these are driven by a 12mm driver. That's actually the same size driver on the Bose Ultra Open earbuds that I said at the start were $299. So you're going to get pretty good sound out of these. However, I would say out of the box, the sound was fairly flat. Like, it was a little bit uninspiring, but you can go into the mobile app and tweak the EQ to your sound preference. So there are 32 different presets, so you can change the sound profile to exactly how you want it. And even then, if you don't find a preset that's good enough for you, there's a 10-band EQ in there, so you can tailor it to your exact tastes. You can actually go into the mobile app and there's a community tab where people can share their EQs with other people. So you can actually start to benefit off other people using these. I've actually uploaded my EQ that I've used for when I've tested these into that community tab. So if you want to go check it out, I'll put a link to it in the description down below, and you can go and try that out for yourself if you buy these earbuds. I do want to say one thing about the app, the Tozo app, I actually really liked. It's nice and clean. There's no real sort of bloat or fluff to it. It's nice, simple, super easy to use. That, honestly, especially in cheaper earbuds, can seem to be really difficult for some companies, but Tozo definitely seemed to nail it there. Anyway, once these are EQ'd, these sound good, especially for the price. There's a bit of bass. It's not overpowering with the bass, but it's never going to be because it's a pair of open ear earbuds. The treble itself is okay. It's not tiring or fatiguing on the ears. You're not going to get the level of detail that you will get with more expensive earbuds, but again, for the price, these sound really good. I'm going to do a mic test somewhere too. Okay, it's super windy now. It's about 6 hours after I did the main video. So yeah, really windy. You're now listening to a mic test on the Tozo Open earrings, so you can hear how well the mics on these are cancelling out the winds and the background noise and making my voice clear and well heard. So should you buy them? Well, I think if you're after a pair of open ear earbuds and you don't want to spend a lot of money, then I really don't think you can go far wrong with these. They don't sound as good as more expensive earbuds, but for only 50 bucks, these are really comfy to wear, have great battery life, and are just nice to listen to. Purchase links for these are in the description down below so that you can go check them out for yourself. If you want to look at some alternatives, then be sure to check out the link up at the top somewhere. If you've enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and share it. Consider subscribing if you're not. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.